Shabbat Shalom. This is Rabbi Aaron Boxt from Temple Kolemeth in Marietta, Georgia. This week's Torah portion is the first portion in the book of Numbers, Parashat BaMidbar, Numbers 1:1 through Numbers 4:20. BaMidbar means in Hebrew in the desert or in the wilderness. The word numbers comes from the Latin to count, and the reason why this book is called Numbers is because the first thing that occurs in the desert is that God commands Moses to take a census of all of the people, all of the men especially of draftable age, but of also all of the people. BaMidbar in Hebrew in the desert, the reason that it's called BaMidbar is simply because we are wandering in the desert still. We are still on our way to the promised land. In a modern day setting, however, the word BaMidbar or in the wilderness means so much more. I would venture to guess that the majority of people that live in today's world who are of any kind of religion will often find themselves in the wilderness at different times in their life, questioning God with regards to the safety and the health of people, or maybe perhaps wondering why bad things happen in the world. But the point is that being in the desert or being in the wilderness is something or somewhere we often find ourselves. And a lot of people turn to religion or turn to the philosophies or ideals in religions to try and make for themselves some sense or some sort of understanding of what goes on in the world. And this is very common. In Judaism, we are actually commanded to ask questions, to seek truth, not just to do things because we're told to in the Bible, but also to try and figure out why. So we're constantly in a state of BaMidbar, in the wilderness. And another reason why this book is called BaMidbar is to show that when the census was taken of the people, of the Israelites, they were in the wilderness. They were not attached to any particular land. So that as they were still in the process of becoming a people, God's people, it wasn't until they got to the land, until they became the Israelite nation. Although they were the Israelite people before, they were still wandering in the desert, still trying to find who they were, still trying to understand all of the aspects it would take to be God's chosen people. And when they get to the land of Canaan, to the land of Israel, and become the Israelite nation, they are no longer in the wilderness. But you may argue that they're always in the wilderness because we're always in constant search for answers to questions that we don't understand. And I think that's one of the beautiful things of Judaism in a modern day world, is that we have that ability, the right to question and seek answers. This week we celebrate the bat mitzvah of Abby Tucker. She will be joining our community as an adult, which means that she is making a very public statement that Judaism is important to her, and that she is going to continue in her Jewish studies to learn more and more as she can to become a greater Jewish adult. This is a big deal for her and her family, but also for the Jewish community. It is a blessing and an honor when we welcome somebody into our community. So she will be chanting from the Torah, she will be leading our congregation in prayer, and she will also be teaching us a little bit of Torah as well. Her bat mitzvah is a Havdalah bat mitzvah, so she will actually be chanting from the book of Numbers also, but she'll be chanting from Parashat Naso, which is the second parsha in the book of Numbers. I'd like to recommend that you check out our website, www.kolemeth.net, to see all of the amazing things that are coming up. We have our family retreat, our TKE family retreat in September. You have the option of purchasing tickets now and paying for them later. You can find the link to our website, family retreat on our website. You can also figure out a way or learn how you can volunteer for Noshfest and to see all the amazing things we have going on this summer. You can also click onto our live streaming section so you can join us 8 o'clock on Friday evenings. You can join us online if you're not able to join us here physically at Temple Clement. As usual, I'd like to let you know that my door is always open. Please feel free to stop in, introduce yourself, and let's have a dialogue. Let's have a conversation. Shabbat Shalom.